Grit beats talent every single time. Introducing the new BF Goodrich all-terrain KO3 tire. Legendary toughness made tougher. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
Alexander Ford, Yuma's 2025 New Vehicle Dealer of the Year, is turning up the heat with the final month of the summer sales event. With 0% financing up to 36 months on select models, plus your first 2 years or 25,000 miles of maintenance included. Save big on Mavericks and Rangers and powerful F-Series trucks. And Alexander Ford has a great selection of Raptors. Save up to $14,000 off MSRP on one of 3 remaining 2025 Mustang Mach-E's. Visit BillAlexanderFord.com for a difference you can count on.
All right, what's up, everybody? We are back for your second hourly update here of the 2026 Best in the Desert Vegas to Reno race, going from Reno to Vegas this year, or we should say Dayton to Crystal instead. So there you go. It's going backwards for the 30th anniversary. So pretty cool, something different there going on. But it should be fun. It should be fun to watch this throughout the day. Unfortunately, if you guys just joined us, if you didn't see earlier, we have one of our main contenders, or the one everyone was keeping an eye on the most, Bryce Menzies in his new Mason Gen 2. Unfortunately, he nerfed someone earlier in the race. They had a front bumper kind of come in, it pushed the lights back into the cooler that's up front, which is the transmission cooler, punched a hole in the transmission cooler, lost all their transmission fluid, and they are out of the race. So big bummer for the Menzies crew. I know they've been working on development of that Gen 2, and this was going to be a good race for them to try it at. But yeah, it's just something that happens. That's racing, and it's a bummer. But I guarantee you, the next time you see that Gen 2, it will have a very big front bumper on it, and that bumper will be out much farther than it was this initial time. It's all development. It is what it is. But let's go over and let's look at the tracker. Now, this is something that I don't like the looks of this, and I'm just gonna say it right now. It is I don't like this at all. Look at what I'm looking at here. The bikes and quads started this morning, right? But look at race mile 150. We have a bunch of bikes and quads around race mile 150 right here in the middle of your screen. See all these? Now, here's the problem. If we just come back about 10 miles, look what we have right here. We have our first car on the tracker. I don't know if they're first on the road or not because these trackers are bouncing around. But Robbie Gordon, Max Gordon in the number 5 is at mile 136. And you have this pack of bikes starting at mile 152. That is 10 miles, less than 10 miles in front of them, basically. Well, wait, what did that say? 136? Yeah, just over 10 miles in front of them. That is not good. We are literally 2 hours in the race, and they have already caught a bunch of bikes almost. This is not a good scenario. I don't know. It's tough because the rain definitely slowed it down a little bit for these bike guys this morning. They had to go out in the mud, and especially these back marker bikes that quite aren't as fast as the pro bikes that you see up front. These guys are having a hard time with the weather and the mud, but this is not good. This is not a good course to get caught on a bike by cars. The reason is there's not a lot of lines here. There's pretty much one line the whole way, and there's going to be some dust. And even though it rained, these big trucks kick up a lot of dust. And just look at the top of the screen right there. You see all those trucks coming? They're going to be on these bikes before my next update. That is not good. There's 400 miles almost to go in this race, and the bikes are getting caught. This is a big safety thing. If it was me and I was on one of these bikes back here, I would be done racing at this point, because you do not want to get passed by all of these big trucks for the remaining 350 miles of the race. It is just super dangerous. The trucks are right on each other, in each other's dust. The second, third, fourth place truck is not expecting to catch a bike this early, and it's not going to be good, because when that first truck goes by, that next truck behind him does not know that there's a bike right there that they just passed. So this could get super dangerous. I'm actually bummed. If I was best in the desert right now, I would almost think about pulling these bikes off at the next pit. I know it's tough. I know you're going to piss some people off, but I'd rather have a pissed off person than a dead person. And a bike versus a truck is never going to end well. So just saying what I'm seeing here, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the looks of this. They caught the bikes way too early. I would pull those bikes off and tell them they're done for their own safety. Like it's just not worth it. I mean, look at these bikes. Look at all these bikes that are way back here. I mean, these bikes they've got caught so fast. It is insane. And it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse as the day goes on. That is a lot of bikes up here. Now, I'm not talking about the pro bikes. Look, the pro bikes are almost done with the race. They have 100 miles to go. So the pro bikes are fine. Out front, we have a good race between the N2 and the N3, like we talked about last update. That is a good race. First and second right there. They're right on top of each other. So that is a really good race with the pro bikes out front. Then you got the N1. Shane Logan in third, N46, Dalton Shirley, and then N18. All those bikes are actually really close together in that N class. That's the pro open class or whatever they call it, open pro motorcycle. There you go. So that's not a problem. It's these sportsman guys and the guys out here that are doing it for fun, and that's fine. But at the same time, it's not going to end well, unfortunately. It's just not a good situation. So it is what it is. I'm not going to harp on it too much right now, but I have a feeling I hope everybody stays safe. If you guys are chasing one of these bike teams, tell them the race is over. I know it sucks, but the race is over. It's not worth it. Trust me. Get these bikes. If you guys know the Regan, or if you know Madison, or any of these bikes you see right here, Jamie Cooper, Gabe Gilland, like all these guys, Todd, any of these guys, their race needs to be over. That is it. It just is not worth it. I'm telling you, I don't like it. So that's what's going on up front there. And yeah. All right, we'll talk about something else a bit. So Dave Mason Jr. is having a pretty good run. This is a new Tisco truck, by the way. This is not Cameron's old truck that he bought. So Dave Mason Jr. got a new Tisco truck. I believe this is the first race for it. I don't know if he did a smaller race somewhere with it, but I believe this is the first race for his new truck. So that is Dave Mason there. We got RJ Anderson was first off the line. We saw him have a flat tire. Took him a little while to change it. Looks like they may have had a problem like getting the jack up and down earlier, but they did get it changed and going again. But if you're wondering why he's back there, they had at least one flat tire that we saw earlier on the live stream. Back behind him, we got Michael Scafuto doing some testing out there today in the number 3. Then we got David Payne back here. We got Eric. This is going to be Harden there. So that's a look at the front, guys. Now let's go look. If you were wondering where the UTVs are, they just started. So if you look all the way back here, look at T44. That is Phil Blurton. He is the first UTV off the line, and he left at 12 o'clock. The way the start is working is one UTV every minute for the top 20. So top 20 qualifiers go 1 minute. After the first 20 go, they go down to 30 seconds. So 30-second start time after the top 20. So if you're 21st, 22nd, you're going 30 seconds apart, but it's 1 minute apart until that time. So that's what you got going on there. So Brock, let's see, where's Brock at? He's going to be somewhere here. There he is. Brock has actually started second. Once again, keep an eye on the times. Look, Brock's tracker hasn't updated for about 3 minutes. So he's going to be farther up than where it shows right there. Where if we look at this one, Corbin's updated at 209. That's why he's showing in front of Brock. He's not actually in front of Brock. It just his tracker updates at different times. So especially when you see cars that are close together on the map, you need to look at the updated time if you want to see what order they're in, because the trackers don't ping at the same time. It would be rad if everyone's tracker just pinged at exactly the same time and you had live updates the whole time. They have gotten better because if you connect your tracker to the Starlink in the car, it refreshes every couple seconds. But not everybody wants to give out their password to them for the Starlink, and they're not all connected and so on. So if they don't connect to the Starlink, it's every like 30 seconds, minute, 2 minutes sometimes that they update when they're working. Otherwise, you'll see some that go a couple minutes, like Brock's right here. It's been 3 minutes and it hasn't updated. So to keep an eye on that throughout the day. But your UTVs are just starting right now. This is a stacked field. There's over 60 of these UTVs. It's going to be a fun race. That will probably be the best race of the day to watch. Just saying. There's the most in that class, and I think they're the closest together. Like talent-wise, everybody's really close. Everybody has a car that goes about the same speed. There's no one that's really blowing everybody away out there. This race kind of favors the Maverick R. They got top speed, but then the Pro R, when it gets rough and in the technical, the Pro R kind of shines. So it's honestly a really good race. It's a good race to test all the different cars, and it should be fun to watch that race throughout the day. At the front here, it's going to be a little bit more spread out. It's kind of like we have a 4-wheel drive Robbie Gordon truck right here with Max Gordon, and then we have a 2-wheel drive Nick Whetstone here. So they're racing for the overall, but they're also racing for their own class win. So it's not like they're competing against each other, even though they really are. Like Nick wants to win the overall, but he also wants to win his 2-wheel drive class. So he doesn't really care if Max is beating him. Like he does for the overall, but he still just wants to make sure that he's ahead of Tracy Poole here, for example, who's going to be second on course right now, and Brent Fox is in the 2-wheel drive. So Brent actually, it looks like he's entered his spec truck in the 2-wheel drive class, unless he put a bigger motor in there. So any of you, Fox has got all kinds of stuff going on. He races every race. He's got a bunch of cars now. So if anybody out there knows, did Brent Fox actually put a big motor in his truck, or is he running his spec truck engine in the 2-wheel drive class in his Herbst truck? Somebody let me know in the comments. I know someone out there will know. But that's a look at the front right there. You can see it's kind of getting spread out. We got RJ there once again in the all-wheel drive, and then we got Dave Mason Jr., and then we got a gap back to Scafuto here and the rest of the guys. So it's kind of going to be two different fields. We're going to see the first 5. They're kind of getting in their own group, and then there's going to be a little gap back to the next group. So I really think the race is going to come down to the 5 and the 18, whichever one has a clean run. If Robbie Gordon and Max Gordon have a clean run in that thing all the way to the finish, it's going to be pretty good. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Someone in the comments, where's Bryce? He unfortunately punched a hole in his transmission cooler. They lost all the fluid, and the Gen 2's out. So Gen 2 not doing any more testing today. They're done, unfortunately, with the Gen 2 today due to a transmission cooler that got punched a hole in it by the bumper. So that's what happened there. But what else? TT motor for Fox. Okay, Jake Johnson. Perfect. Jake would know. So Fox does have a TT motor in this truck. So the 2T, that does have a real engine in it. So I would expect that truck to stay up front today because it does have the horsepower that it needs to compete with these guys. Brent Fox is obviously a very fast driver. The dude races every race ever. He's gotten a lot faster than he used to be. So I would definitely stay tuned and watch that. He's got a, someone else who said, Robert Shields said 700 horsepower LS and Albans. Okay, so 700 horsepower, not quite as much as some of these other guys have, but it is more than a spec engine. Spec is 525. So definitely has a bigger, and he has a different transmission, which is the biggest part of it as well. Because if you have an Albans in there, he's got at least 5 gears in there, maybe 6, but probably 5, I'm guessing. Normally, a spec truck only has 3 speeds with a turbo 400 transmission, which definitely limits you a lot. So that'll be good for Brent Fox today. He's got a real engine and transmission in his trophy truck, trick truck, whatever, unlimited truck, whatever the hell you want to call the thing today. So that's it. Perfect. Let's see. Hang on, I got to send a message real quick. All right. Thanks, Brandon, for that in the comments there. I see they said Joe Tirana's jack fell off right at the start jump. So there you go. If any of you guys are watching in the pits, I just texted in the group as well over there. But Tirana sounds like he lost a jack there. No big deal. Just don't get it flat, right? What do you need a jack for? If you bring it, you don't need it. When you need it and you don't have it, that's when you get it flat. So we'll see what happens there. There's always some drama going on in this race. All right. Let's see. We got Husted here. I'm trying to see what else we got. These are bikes back here. So these Ironman motorcycles. I love the Ironman guys. I get it. You want to go out there. You want to say you did the race and everything, but these guys are the most at risk, the Ironman, because they're on the bike all day long. So they're tired. There's no break. They don't get to change riders. They're on the bike all day long. And look, they're already mixed in the middle of the trucks. Like it's just, I don't know. You can't. On a race like this, you got to run the bikes on a second day almost. It really is. You got to have a separate day. They have enough bikes. There's like 150 bikes or something. Like it's packed. That's enough for its own day. I know it costs more, but it is what it is. You know, I mean, I don't like this. Is horrible seeing this right here. Like 2 sportsmen or Ironman bikes mixed in with these trucks at mile 120 in the race. That is horrible. That is not good. We got to do something about that. We can't be running the bikes on the same day. It's just it doesn't work. You know, Score has done a good job of trying to make a separate bike course at the shorter races where they know they're going to get caught, to keep them off the course for this exact reason right here. So it's I mean, just look back in through here. We got lots of different cars coming here. We got L is, I don't even know what the hell L is. Is that Legends? That must be Legends here. So it's oh yeah, Unlimited Truck Legends. Okay, so that's new. It's usually the number and then the L, so they switched it around here. We got Class 1 Unlimited, which also has Ultra 4 cars. So Darian Gomez, that is an Ultra 4 car here. We see these ones, Marcus Gomez right there, all the Gomez family. You know, Raul's out here. We got actually, so Class 1's actually got a lot of cars in it, but it's mostly 4,400 cars in it. So that's kind of cool. So so definitely something cool to see there. But let's see what else. All right. Let me see. What else do you guys want to see? I think that's kind of what's going on right now. That's about a 20-minute update. So yeah, there you go. Let's watch the UTV race. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be exciting today. I know I talk about UTVs a lot now, but it's the biggest class. It is. There's 60 of these. No other class out there has 60 entries, and it's got all the big names in it. All the Polaris guys are there. All the Can-Am guys are there. Like everybody's there. This is an awesome race. Like I said last time, if you win this race today, you got some bragging rights. That's for sure. So it's going to be fun. Phil Blarton started first. Can he stay out front? Can he hold off Brock right there? We'll see. We also got Corbin Lieberton up there. He had a really good run last couple times. He's just had some problems with the car. Same thing with Phil. Phil's usually leading unless he has a problem with the car. So the question is, can he keep the car together today? Can he have a clean run? That is the question. Whoever has a clean run in UTV is who's going to win. Even if you get a flat tire, you might be out of this race today. So it's whoever has a clean run. So that's what we got going on there. Let's see, what else are you guys saying here? Too dangerous running them together for sure. Yeah, this is bad. This needs to be the last time that the bikes and the cars go together. Unfortunately, I don't have a good feeling about this today. I don't like it. Let's see, who crashed a few minutes ago? I don't know. Did you guys see somebody crash on the live feed? Over at Watch Party, I didn't tell you about that again, this update. If you're not watching watchparty.cc, I don't know what you're doing, because this site is awesome. You can load all the in-car cameras on the left over here. You can see it's stacked now. Look at all those cameras on the left. You can watch whoever has a live in-car, you can watch it on this site, watchparty.cc. You can even watch up here in the top left, I have the Unlimited Off-Road Vegas to Reno live stream going up there. So that is the official live stream broadcast. You can load that so you can watch that on the same screen and then watch all the other ones. So you don't have to go to tabs. You don't have to do anything. It's all just right here in front of you. So it's awesome to see that. If someone's camera goes offline, just click reconnect like I just did on Dave Mason's right here. If it's back on, it'll come back on automatically some of the time. There you go. See, look, back on. Perfect. So that's Dave Mason. He's obviously in a pit. He's doing 20 miles an hour right here above my head. So he's still having a good run. What else you guys got? Yeah, who crashed? I don't know who crashed. So somebody let me know. Somebody see a crash somewhere? Let me know. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. All right, that'll conclude my 12 o'clock update. You guys go watch the live stream up there. Go head over to YouTube. I think Racer Network has it on too. So if you have a TV that doesn't have YouTube, and if you have Racer Network on there, you can put Racer Network on there, and they're streaming today. But that's what's going on here. All right, come back at 1 o'clock, and I will be back